entire rookie season recovering from back surgery, but reportedly suffering a left knee sprain in a minicamp scrimmage on Wednesday. And according to Mike Singer of the Denver Post, he is unlikely to play in Summer League at all. Jonathan, what do you think of this development for him as he is just trying to get on the court? Because his upside is so high, right?
I think this is more of a bummer for us than it is for him. My understanding is that it's a very minor injury and that if this was a regular season game, he would be playing. They're keeping him out for precautionary reasons, but he would have been one of the big attractions here, so it's just unfortunate for us, but he's going to be fine long term.
Hey, I just say more minutes for him in preseason, right? So just get healthy, young fella. The sky's the limit. I know he wanted to come out here and showcase his skills in Summer League, but we'll wait till, September, October, watch you during preseason. He'll be able to get his work done.
That's what I was say. It's a bummer for us. It's a bummer for him. He hasn't played competitive basketball in how long?
Absolutely.
An opportunity to show the world that, hey, Jonathan, you said during the break, he's the number 2 prospect going into college. He's like, everyone forgot about me. They talk about all these other players. So this is a great kind of way to come out and showcase your skills. And the other thing about Summer League is it's not NBA basketball, but it's your first taste of the routine. Getting on the bus, and we go out here, get our shots up, and then we go back in the locker room, and then we come out and play, and then the halftime and all that stuff.
Although he was with Denver, don't you think that he got a little bit of it
this past year?
It's
different when you're doing it.
When you're the guy doing it?
As opposed to you sitting in the corner.
Right.
He was dominating practices, they said. I mean, they were just so excited about what he had been showing in practices with their pro guys. And so I think he's going to be a guy that, potentially maybe Rookie of the Year candidate coming up here.
Well, I mean, look, with Joel Embiid, he had several false starts before he finally regularly got on the court. It worked out for him. So maybe we'll see what happens with Michael Porter Jr. Jonathan, we had a great rookie class, but sometimes we see second-year players in Summer League too. Which second-year player do you think will make the biggest leap next season?
Kevin Knox is a guy I'm looking forward to. I mean, he lit this Summer League ablaze last year in the first weekend. Everybody was talking about him. He made first team all Summer League, averaged 22 points a game, and then had just kind of an okay year. He was up and down. He had a couple injuries. He was not very efficient. Tonight is a great opportunity to see him alongside R.J. Barrett, Alonzo Trier, Mitchell Robinson. I think that he's going to have a big night tonight.
Well, he's not playing, but Jaren Jackson Jr. next year. I mean, this is a guy, a year ago, I said, I don't know why everyone's overlooking this guy.
Right.
And he had a great year in Memphis.
Great year.
But, the sky's the limit for his skill set and his size. And now with Mike Conley getting traded, Gasol got traded last season, it's his team. We talked to him, remember, on draft day, Rachel, about how he's transitioning to becoming more of a leader as opposed to just a guy learning from the vets in the locker room. So I expect him to have a big year next year.
I agree. I'm going with Jaren Jackson Jr. because for the simple fact, forget that he's skilled and talented. That tenacity, he reminds me of a KG. I'm not saying he's Kevin Garnett, but the way he plays, his emotions, his everything about him, that body, that just everything he brings to the court, that will, that drive, I love it. And he plays with that tenacity, and I love it. And I think he's ready for this. And he's going to,
Is it Jaren Jackson Jr.? If you're paying attention, he just got better and better through his rookie year. I mean, was there anyone who maybe disappointed you a litwant bit in his rookie season who you think can really take a step forward and make a big leap in his second year?
Ooh, disappointing rookies. Oh, you got me on the spot here. Hold on. You want to jump in?
I got it first.
I want to see Marvin Bagley in the Summer League. He's going to play here. A lot of the rookies from last year are not playing. I don't think he had a disappointing year by any means, but I think there's a lot more to his game that we haven't seen yet. And this Summer League setting is built for him. He can handle the ball. He can shoot from outside. He's a dominant player inside. He's a great rebounder. I think he's going to have a huge Summer League this week.
Excellent. And Jonathan, look, we're a whole 2 weeks from the draft having happened. So, you're on the clock now, I figure, for the 2020 draft. Let's just get right to it. In your mock, I think you have point guard Cole Anthony as the number 2 or number 3 prospect. Does he serve? A lot of people keep talking about him. Is he one of your most exciting players at the top of that draft? He's
definitely one of the most well-known. This guy is built for the college game. He's an incredible scorer. He's very, very aggressive. It's going to be an interesting class of point guards because we're not exactly sure who the best one is. Anthony Edwards is in the mix too. R.J. Hampton, LaMelo Ball playing in Australia, someone to watch. It's a very open draft right now. James Wiseman is number 1 right now, but we're not 100% sure that he's going to be the guy that's the number 1 pick.
Yeah, Cole Anthony is such an interesting prospect because, first of all, the bloodlines. His father's Greg Anthony.
Sure.
And, I had the opportunity to work with Greg at SiriusXM, and I've asked him a lot of questions about Cole's development. And His thing was, I never pushed him into basketball, and he wasn't really interested in basketball for the longest time. Then once he got into it, it just stuck. And you see the work ethic, you see the desire. It's not a Todd Marinovich kind of situation.
Right.
Like, get in the gym.
Right.
He's doing it on his own. And so I think whenever you look at our league today, so many of these players are second-generation NBA players now. And the leg up that they get just in terms of knowing how to take care of your body, knowing how to work, not just saying I was in the gym for 3 hours, but doing the right work in the gym. I think that's going to give him a great leg up.
Well, I like the Edwards kids. I watched him play. He could really go. I mean, he could flat out play. I was listening to all the hype, and I actually went to one of his games, and he really impressed me. So I think the sky's the limit for him also in the 2020 draft.
Yeah, and look, let's not forget, too, that the sons of NBA players have another big advantage. They grow up with money, usually, which means special training and coaching.
Right.
And I'm not kidding.
Eating
like that's
eating
great,
eating
well,
healthy,
and eating the right food and all of that stuff. Someone who's there after school with you to sort of, I mean, that stuff all matters. So that's an advantage as well. We've got Matisse Thybulle coming up in this game. What do you make of him, and what do you think we're going to see of him in Summer League? Because, man, a lot of people during the draft talking about his defensive work.
A lot of steals and a lot of blocks. I mean, we saw him in the zone all year at Washington, and he did things that we had never been done in college basketball in terms of averaging 3 steals and 2 blocks. What is he going to do in a man-to-man defense? That's what we want to see today. And how good of a shooter is he going to be? Because if he can't make shots, he's not going to get on the floor for Philadelphia. So does he make a couple of three-pointers today?
Absolutely. That was my question. If you hadn't mentioned that, offensively, is he good enough to be on the floor? Because there is a Mendoza line. If you're not good enough offensively in today's league, we're just not going to guard you, and it makes life harder on everybody else.
It's rare to see a guy average 9 points a game as a senior in college and be a first-round pick. It very rarely happens.
Right.
And so he's got to prove today that his defense is going to carry him going to the NBA
Right.
season.
He got to be special at it. He got to be something that Coach Brown want to play. Brown want to play him for us, because if he's not knocking down the shots, then he has to be a Tony Allen or a Patrick Beverly type player in order for him to get on the court. So I'm really interested to see how he do offensively today too.
Right, and look, Philadelphia is a team that needs shooting, right?
Yeah.
They can't afford to have yet another guy on the floor
Right.
who can't shoot. That floor needs to be spaced. Jonathan, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. You'll see Jonathan all over Summer League. Up next, we're going to talk about the Knicks. Why did they cancel their meeting with Kawhi Leonard before free agency began? Was it just to make Stephen A. Smith crazy? We'll explain a little bit more about it. First, though, it's time for another distant replay from this date last year.
Summer League.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Derrick Jones Jr.
Derrick
with
Jones?
authority.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
what do you say to this?
Little rocket by, crossover, take it to the
They didn't want to trade him.
top and drop him off.
They said we want to hold on to him.
Yeah, better.